presented by Memphis Shades, the clear choice for custom windshields and fairings for your motorcycle. And Wild Ass Seats, stay in the saddle longer and in total comfort no matter your butt or budget.
Let's talk a little bit about this bike build, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
So this is exciting ever since that we got the word back in September when we met up, saw your bikes, and got this thing somewhat off the ground now. It's been great to see how things are going still. Thank you for helping us with this because I think it's just going to be something great.
I want to ride it at least before we give it away. Just
you haven't even seen the bike and you already sound
it
sad.
doesn't matter.
You may have to adjust the wing nuts on it.
Yeah.
Can we make the fucker 36 inches tall?
Fuck you,
Tony have to get a step stool.
I can make it as tall or as short as you want it.
We want like a 22 standover height.
What are we making this for dildo baggins?
Yes.
We could call the bike the Ornery Ostrich.
Make it tall like one of those old Yamaha YZ250s or something. Like I can't even sit on those things. They're so tall.
Yeah. So everybody listening, I'm going to put this up on the screen for those that can watch this on YouTube. But we have a NCAA-ish type bracket here to where we're going to have our listeners vote weekly on what type of bike we're going to be building out. So round one will start this Monday, and we'll go till the following Monday, and then we'll have the results next podcast. So as you can see here, we have Cafe versus Bobber, Cholo versus Tracker, ADV versus Scrambler, Club versus Dirt, and Chopper versus Classic. Now, if you're watching this, make sure, and if you're listening to this, make sure you join our Discord because that's where all the voting is going to be taking place. Our Discord is how much, Brittany?
It is fucking free.
Fucking free.
Free.
So go over to
Free.
5dirtybikers.com, click the link on the homepage toward the bottom. You're going to find the Discord. It is absolutely free. Go sign up, and we'll have a special channel made just for this voting. So just go in there, pick the bracket, pick the winner of one or the other that will advance. And there's 10 total here to start. We're going to end up with one. There can be only one.
Mm-hmm.
Only one.
So choose wisely.
I'm excited about this build, guys. I know Dustin, we had talked early on and we, say, well, what would we build? I'm a Triumph guy, but I literally said, I don't want to build a Triumph for this. I want to build a Harley-Davidson. I want to build a Sportster because there are so many cool things that you could do to a Sportster. So having the people join in and vote on what the build is, it brings even more like anticipation and excitement for me because, I've done a lot of different styles of motorcycle, but to pull something out of a hat and say, hey, do this, I'm stoked about it. So kind of brings that fire of creativity and everything back inside of me.
Unless Bobber wins.
Unless Bobber. If Bobber wins, we'll just do a Bobber Fett motorcycle. How about that?
There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
millions of dollars.
Nah, and I look at that list, I'm like, I don't have a favorite. And if I do, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to sway people's votes. But, I would love to do any of those, some more than others. But, any of those I think was going to be an amazing build.
Whatever ends up in that winner bracket, I'm going to love it either way because I know what it's going to help.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all the difference that this build is going to make is it's all about who it helps. And just knowing that we chose TACA for the organization to benefit from it and what they do for the community nationwide, couldn't find a more perfect organization to where this is going to benefit. So thanks to you again. And also thanks to Blockhead. I know he's excited for this too. It's just unbelievable.
I can't wait to get that motor out of that frame and get it over to his shop and just let him do his magic on it. This thing's going to be insane. Am I able to buy tickets?
Yes, I'm buying a ticket, damn it.
Tony, just have your spouse buy one.
Yeah. Boom.
Wait, there you go. Hey, no,
Loophole.
Tony, I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely riding the bike. So I don't know about you, Tony, but I'm definitely
I
riding this
gotta
thing.
ride it, damn it.
Yeah, I think everybody here needs to get our asses down to Florida before the raffle happens and ride the thing, because it'll be a special thing for me personally because of what it's helping. But I mean, just to have everybody down there and ride what we know is going to be an absolutely beautiful motorcycle, and it's going to be fast as fuck, and just to know who's building it and everybody that's going to be supporting it is it's a huge thing.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I'm just excited for this year, especially this.
Yeah. And, Dustin, we've talked many times before, we're both fathers of autistic children, and I'm telling you, my son, Austin, is going to play a huge role in building this bike and doing some design and some development and stuff. So he's excited about it. Like, he literally asked me yesterday, Dad, when are we going to start that build? And I'm like, chill out. I got to do this Born Free build first, and then we're going to do it. But he's super excited, and I'd love to get your son down here, or at least do some FaceTime stuff and just get their ideas, because just the way an autistic mind thinks, the way that they see details is just way different than the normal person does, and it's like they pick up on things that I just overlook and overglance. And so
especially when my boy was growing up, the way he would study something.
Oh.
It would be the simplest thing, is like a twig he picked up off the ground, and he would stand there and look at that twig, and I'm sure he's picking in every detail of that twig and seeing things that we'd never thought of.
It only continues, and my son has as he's gotten older, he's 14 now, he's in high school, first year of high school, freshman. His interests change, and it's so crazy that as his interests change, his attention to detail and his excitement and his joy in what those new interests is exactly the same. Like 120% all in every single thing that he gets into. So
it's almost like an obsession. Yes. Like they just get so focused in on that one thing, nothing else matters except it's time to eat. It's time to drink. Gotta do that too. But back to this.
Yeah. Well, let's hope as our sons develop and get older. Mine's 14. Let's just hope that doesn't become an over obsession with girls or something. Like, come on, reel it back in. Let's look at motorcycles.
Reel it in.
Let's look. Right now my son's huge into music, and especially into heavy metal. And so it's been super fun to take him to concerts and research and learn new bands. So I mean, he's all the time just asking me tons of questions. So it's fun.
Yeah, my boy's into Judas Priest right now.
Nice.
Oh, dude, he loves Judas Priest. Every time we're in the car, Daddy, put Judas Priest on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my son started off with Queen, actually, which is kind of like, okay, all right, and now he's into Slipknot and all these crazy over the top metal bands and stuff. So it's fun. You just have to learn to roll with what they're into, and try to find some sort of interest, even if it's something that doesn't interest you. You just try to find joy in it and share that relationship with your son.
Yep, 100%. Same way here.
I think one of the things that I am most looking forward to in this, obviously the ability for us to provide another avenue to give back. We've really tried to do that every year, and I think we've been pretty successful in different ways of giving back. But the thing that I like about this whole thing too is, there's obviously a personal connection to autism, like we've talked about and discussed, but also the idea that we're having this bike built by friends, which I find just really great, because it's not like we're handing off this idea or vision or project to somebody who's a stranger. You know what I mean? We're working with somebody who I consider to be a friend, and friend of everything that we've been doing, and that in itself is really a great experience, and it feels good to be doing that.
Yeah, and I was listening to the last podcast actually today as y'all were discussing a little bit, about the build and stuff, and I think it's really important for people to know that both Blockhead and myself, we're not taking a dime to do this. We're literally saying, hey, we want to support this. We have a passion for it. I'm really connected with the autism awareness and everything myself. But we're just donating our time, our resources, our connections, the people in the industry. We're, doing it out of the love and generosity of our own hearts. And, just as, your patrons are, their donations are going to fund this. I think it's really important for people to understand that, this money is not going anywhere else except directly to that cause. And that's what it's all about, is putting as much money and as much resources and raising as much awareness as possible for autism, just as well, like I did for Forgotten Angels. It's precious to me. We represent that organization by building a motorcycle, and just because God's given me the ability, the talent to build a motorcycle, I want to be able to use that and pay it forward, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And speaking of precious, I have somebody here who wants to say hi.
What up, dude?
Hello.
What's going down, buddy?
I did great.
I hear you like Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite song?
Uh.
Come on, sing it.
You put him on the spot.
Don't be pea shy. Come on.
You like blue, don't you?
You can sing it. It's all right.
Blue?
We'll sing with you.
Pick your color. Pick your color.
Color.
Yeah, pick your favorite color.
Gray.
Gray?
Gray?
Yeah.
Gray is your favorite? Wow. Guess what color the motorcycle is that I'm building for Born Free is going to be?
Gunship gray.
That's it, man. It's going to be, actually, it's called China Gray. It's an Aston Martin color. So cool, right? Is that a lowbrow customs beanie that you're wearing?
It is.
I like that. I like those guys at lowbrow. They're pretty cool.
They're really cool.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome, bro. He's awesome, man.
He goes, man, they put me on the spot. I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot.
I hear Judas Priest. All I do is see a bunch of leather and that hat and spikes and stuff. And I'm like, that's all I. Oh no, Dustin's gonna put it on.
Oh Lord.
Now we're in trouble.
He's gonna look like the biker guy from the Village People.
He is. He's gonna look like a Vito from The Sopranos.
He comes out with a red ball in his mouth. I'm turning off.
Wow.
Well, we're talking about leather and stuff, I mean, what the hell?
Wow.